Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, days and ends, welcome to Round 1, and today my guest is Rain. Hi Rain. Hello.
Hi, sorry, I was muted. Hi, thank you for inviting me here.
It's okay. How you doing?
I am doing great. It was a little bit, how to say it, the week started a little bit bad, but now it's good.
It's very good that we can finally do this.
Yeah, I think it's our third time or fourth time we tried this.
Yeah,
I do not remember.
I think the second time because Monday we tried and then tech issues be like. But now it works.
Yeah, finally. I thought I was going to cry and hide in a corner
Don't
at
worry.
some point.
We do not leave a soul behind.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah. I am not sure what kind of YouTuber I am. I'm like a casual streamer, comfy YouTuber. What I try to do. My full, I guess, nickname is Love Me Rain, but you can call me just Rain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically it, because I'm not sure what I want to be or what I want to do.
I mean,
I'm still lost.
the journey has just started for you, so there's a lot to discover.
Yeah, I'm still trying out what kind of games I can play or want to play. And next week I will try to experiment with newer type of streams, so there's that.
Will be interesting. I'm looking forward to them if I can catch them.
Thank you.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies. I guess at this point streaming is my main hobby.
Mm.
I mean, cooking, gardening. I am starting to play guitar again, of course, for streaming purposes, but I still want to practice more.
I've seen some of your gardening stuff.
I will
It
try
looks-
to try out more hobbies in the future.
I've seen your gardening stuff on Twitter, and it's just looks so
Hello?
delicious. Hello. Hello. Test 1 1. Hello.
Oh,
Hi. Are we back?
hello?
Hi.
Cannot hear.
Hi. Oh no. Can you hear me? That's. Oh no. Don't tell me we have tech issues.
Yeah, we have. I think it's good now.
I
Oh
hope
no.
it's- I was like, wait. I was up. I can hear it too, but I think that's she can't hear me. Hello?
It's my Discord.
Ah,
Hello, I think I will be disconnected from time to time because I do not know how to use Discord.
it's okay.
From there.
What I was gonna say, I've seen some of your gardening stuff. It's really cute, cool, and delicious looking.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are my mama's creations because she does them for money, like professional ones. But I kind of help her from time to time. And when I'm craving something, the store in my small town is quite far away, and I do not have a car nor driving license. So there's only one option to make it myself.
I don't have a driver's license myself because my income does not allow for the car first and foremost, and I do not need a car personally.
I mean, for me, it's the same as well. If I want to do something, I have to earn it. Like, I know I am paying for my own college, and that's why I'm mostly working. And the same is for driving. I can do it if I really want to, but I don't know. I feel like that's too much responsibility for me at road. I mean, if with everything in life, if you really want to, you will do it. But I don't know. That's just one of the things that I guess scare me, and I need more preparation for it than
I get
most
that.
people.
That is very relatable.
Yeah.
Are there any hobbies you'd like to pick up?
Because I guess learning languages is one of them. I mean, I already know English, Russian. I want to learn Polish because it's the neighborhood country. Of course, Japanese. That's like I can understand it, but I cannot speak it that very well. and especially reading, I do not talk about that.
I just know
But yeah,
the A in Japanese.
yeah, basically it.
It's everything that I know in Japanese.
And oh, at one point I had this urge while baking to stream it from my phone, but then I thought, I'm so not prepared for that.
No, there's like an entire setup that you need to do in your own kitchen.
I mean, I have, how to say it? We live in a house that has 3 sections, as in 3 different, I guess, apartments in it. So we recently bought the second one because the neighbors didn't need it. And it has a completely different kitchen, luckily. And that kitchen is quite good for streaming because there are no surfaces to shine on. And I would just need my phone, I guess. Like morning streams that I tried to do a couple of times. So I guess I could do it, but then again, I don't know.
I mean, if the third apartment comes free, that's easy moving out.
Yeah, I mean, this is like our guest apartment because we had to renovate our apartment very seriously because because it was very small.
Ah, okay.
It still is small, but it's livable.
How did you start streaming? Like, what's the origin of the channel?
You see, I have never imagined myself as a streamer. Even, well, I guess I kind of imagined myself as a streamer, but not VTuber, because as I watched people like from Nisi Sanji, sorry, Hololive and things like that, it felt like a completely different world, I guess. Like, oh no, they're like idols, they're like celebrities, entertainers, they have talents. And I couldn't have that base for streaming as in talent because although I am somewhat good at some things, I'm not master of it. And so, okay, never mind. That's not for me. But then I tried out, reality app on the phone.
No.
It's from basically YouTubing streaming. You have this model, a 3D model, you can customize it, and you can stream from it. Like, of course, no gaming streams, it's more like community streams, like chatting streams. It's your imagination how you want to do it. And so I tried it out. Oh yeah, chatting is nice. You can meet different people and things like that. And so I looked through different pages. How can you become VTuber? Like, no, I won't do it, but I can just look at it. And then came in the thing that I'm a adult with money, and everything went down from that point. I kind of jumped ahead of myself and bought live TD VTuber when I could just become PNG VTuber.
I have a life to eat too, but it's my outdated model.
I mean, I do not really care if it's a dated model, but when you start something out and you're not sure if it's for you or if you're good for that thing, it's kind of scary to invest things in it. And I didn't think through it and just jumped right into it. I'm impulsive, if you could say that.
You could say that I took things slow. I'm streaming for 2 years now. Now I'm in my third year. And
that's so long.
In the first year, I didn't really do any social media stuff. I was just here.
But I mean,
yeah,
that's amazing because you need a lot of patience and drive to stream for that long. I hope I can be like that.
I've been through the streamer depression of self-doubt too, and I pushed through it, and yeah, I'm having fun.
That's the most important part because, like I said, you have to have this drive for it, even if you're sad or depressed or things like that. You just
Mhm.
need to do it.
Mhm.
I thought I mean, once I started, I thought I will end without starting because, as you might notice, I'm not very good with technology.
It's no biggie. I'm not the best with like software stuff. I regularly ask for help from my friends.
Yeah, I mean, but that's one of the reasons I started to learn. Because before VTubing, before and streaming, I didn't have a lot of goals. Like just finish college. I
Mhm.
didn't even if I had hobbies, I didn't really do with them anything. Just like scrolling through YouTube or reading novels every single day, and not like playing games that I have a lot of, and not playing guitar, even though I know it was a birthday present for my parents, and I know that at that time they worked very hard to buy me for it. So
Aww.
yeah, and thinking that, oh yeah, I have not played that guitar in a year and a half, and that's just so disrespectful to my
Yeah.
parents. And maybe I should start doing something to do those things.
Yeah.
Streaming is one of them, I suppose.
Um. Here's some gaming questions. What's your favorite
Yeah.
game of all time?
Final Fantasy 14.
That was the fastest answer for that question ever.
I mean, I cannot stream it because my laptop isn't good enough for it, but playing it is like, I spend so much time on there. And, well, the best thing about it is you can stop it whenever you want, as in you can take a break.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it for about 2 weeks already. I think I'm thinking of returning. Yeah,
Uh,
it's one of my favorites.
and why is that?
Like I said, I can feel the, how to say it, the burn of playing too much or doing something too much, and I need a break from it from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And like Apex, if I take a break, I feel like it's over. Like I
Yeah.
already took a break from mobile game, and I just returned it, and that's not interesting for me anymore because everyone is ahead already.
Yeah, gacha games are like, yeah, you're not playing us for a week, you're behind.
Yeah, for Final Fantasy, it isn't like that. I mean, sure, the raids are like, how to say, fights of big bosses,
Mm-hmm.
especially on extreme level. If you are late, there might be a hard time finding a group of people to.
Yeah.
But in the end, there's so much content you can play that doesn't require that, and that's why it's my favorite. Not only that, but I mean, it has my favorite things like, um, I guess Japanese media, MMORPGs, then interesting story, customizable characters, which is my favorite part.
What's your racing class, main class, in Final Fantasy?
My Dragoon.
Dragoon?
Yeah, I started with Lancer and thought I will change the class, but even with new classes coming in, I'm just like, nope, I'm still Dragoon.
But
Oh, I tried out Reaper recently. I liked it, but I will switch to Dragoon soon enough.
I when I first picked it up, I was like, I was looking through the characters, and then I saw
Yeah?
Rodigan. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, what's the female of this? And I'm like, oh, big lady, yes.
I mean, when I do not have anything to do or I'm burned out by the game, I'm just going into character creation and trying to create for every single race and gender.
my character is a female Rodigan monk.
Oh god, that sounds so cool.
People told
Oh,
me that I'm a unicorn because Rodigan females are already like very rare to
yeah.
see.
If I remember correctly, when in duties, I only met two of them. Like in all of my 2 years of playing off and on. So that's like rare.
Mm-hmm.
The same is with Alison females, I feel like.
Those
Oh
are the
yeah,
elves, right?
yeah.
Mm.
I forgot to say, but my race is Aura.
Wait, that's
You know
the.
those lizard ones,
Oh, the
I guess.
dragons. I call them dragoons.
I mean, it's very. I match my class with my race.
The things that you see the most is like the cat girls and the dragons.
And bunny boys
Bunny boys, yes.
right now. I mean, I'm not complaining. I am sometimes I just sit in the city square, I guess what I call them, in the main city, those ether plazas, and just look at the characters,
Same, I did that
other
too.
players.
I
Like,
once like bought a bunch of orange juice and just walked up to people that looked interesting, and I'm like, initiate a train where I give them orange juice, and I don't have to give anything back. But I've had somebody like give me half a mil for some orange juice, and I'm like, what?
I have never done that. I'm just like, you know that those, I know, I call them creepy uncles, where they stand in a square and just stare at people. I'm that person, but not because I'm just like creepy, but because I have no idea how to talk to people.
I don't even talk. I just walk up to a person, gives orange juice, and leaves without elaboration.
But that's like, I'm too scared to do that. Especially when you read the stories where people give like XP cookies for new for sprouts, and that's like, oh, that's so nice, but wouldn't be able to do that.
I just commented. I once gave like orange juice, and in return somebody gave me apple juice, and I'm like, yes. That was so
Oh,
funny.
excuse me, I need to mute myself for a little bit. Someone
Okay.
is coming in. Excuse me.
Backpack 1-1.
Okay, I might to cry because someone is trying, not someone will come here to work and they're very loud and they will interrupt the stream.
Don't worry about it. I've streamed with my family on the background before when I lived
Really?
at home. Yeah.
Then I'm going. Wait a second, I will warn them what to do and what not to.
Don't
For
say
our
bad
own.
words.
No, not bad words, but like just enough so they will not shout my other name or like blast music into my mic
Oh
or
yeah.
something like that. Okay, everything's fine. My mama is, yeah, my mama had a order of chocolate sculptures, so she's just packing them, and I might help them in the background, so sorry.
It's okay.
But at the very least, they will not shout my name.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What genre of games do you like?
Other genre games, I guess simulations like The Sims or Power Wash Simulator than RPGs. Right now, I'm playing Little Witch in the Woods for streaming and Hades off stream and MMORPGs. like Final Fantasy, and I just found out a new game called Leafling Online. It's something like RuneScape, I feel like, but it's in pixels, like cute pixels.
I've played WoW for the lore, and I was like, yay, lore. And then lore got as bad as the company that made it, and I'm like, ew.
I mean, I kind of was late to the like WoW or
Same.
League of Legends hype, I guess. But I don't know. I have not that much of attractions to them for some reason, even though those games are kind of in my type.
Be happy you don't play League of Legends. Every League
I
player will tell you, don't play League of Legends.
Yeah, they tell me that, and the story is that I try to play it, but even this a pretty good computer, I tried to download it and start installing, but it wasn't able to install it for some reason.
Your
Like
computer
it
saved you.
couldn't. Yeah, I mean, and that's so strange because I could play without streaming a lot of games that I would want to. Well, not of those very high spec ones, but most of them, and not League of Legends. Like what?
Saved by the PC.
Yeah. And I tried to fix it before giving it up and thought, maybe it's for better.
Yeah. Is there a
So, yeah.
childhood game you'd like to replay?
Now, like?
Like, is there a game from when you were younger that you would be like, oh my god, I want to play that again?
Oh, RuneScape.
I mean, it's there for you.
Yeah, it's there, and whenever I'm on my laptop, I think, I need to install it, but then again, I have so many games I have, and I would not have time for that.
I've made quite the investment at the start of summer. I wanted a game to play off stream on my own tempo, and I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So yeah, I'm good for a few years.
Oh, I actually have never played that game before.
It's basically a big open world RPG. That's the reason why I bought it. I didn't buy it for Assassin's Creed. I bought it because it's an open world RPG, and I really like open world adventure
Just
games.
exploring.
Yeah, I have a dog brain. I see something, I'm like, oh.
Oh, shiny, or
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, we shiny, we go there. Then in the middle of going there, I see another shiny and I deviate again.
Do you play Genshin? It's open world in some way.
I've played Genshin, but it's way too grindy for me.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I did when I started playing it was at the start. It was just exploring and going around the world and unlocking those teleportation devices. And by that time that I stopped doing that, I found out, my characters are too weak, and I have not started playing the story, and my interest just disappeared.
I was super interested because at the start I was like, yeah, and the game was like, you're having
Money.
fun, right? You're having fun, right? Giving characters and stuff. I knew it was a gacha game. I have a lot of experience with those. But then it came to a point where like, oh, you need to do this dungeon 20 times a day. And I'm like, no.
But I mean, there are games that we like that does the same, but it's very strange that other games that do the same that the games you love.
I'm bashing on Genshin for that, but I play Fate Grand Order.
Exactly. It's the same for Final Fantasy XIV. You need to grind some things as well.
When I play Final Fantasy XIV, I'm just walking around doing my own thing. I'm not even playing the game properly.
I'm starting to figure out the gear for the higher raids, and I want to try them out.
Are there mobile games you play?
Oh yeah, I mostly play excuse me, rhythm games. And I guess it would be simulation games as well, but I mean by that I mean otome games.
Mm,
Like Disney Twisted Wonderland or Obey Me or Token Ranbu.
mm,
It's like Sword Boys have
Sword Boys.
manifested. Yeah,
Husbando game.
yeah, exactly. Some games, but I mean Disney Wonderland, Twisted Wonderland, and Obey Me have quite interesting stories. So
Mm.
yeah, it's not only some games. At the very least, I do not spend money on them, kind of, sort of,
I'm I'm
sometimes.
I'm I'm what we call a dolphin on FateGo.
Oh.
So it's not I'm not a pure free to play, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a pay to play either. I'm not a whale. I will not spend a lot of money for something I want. I'll just do like one package and be like, if I don't get it, I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I. It's very good when you try not to spend money
Hmm.
until the last resort.
Hmm.
I guess.
Usually, here's what I did for like the anniversary for FateGo. I
Mm.
knew there was like a character coming that everyone wants, and I wanted it too because I have a funny meme thread with it. And I was like, yeah, I'm saving for this character naturally, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna buy like a package. And I
Mm.
did, but and I got it.
Uh, and now I remember that I was happy to play on some games on mobile, but they're, you know, I like I said, I'm very interested in character creation, and
Hmm.
there are games too for dressing up, but they're very hardcore, I
Hmm.
guess you can call them. And now I remember that I spent quite a lot of them.
I uninstalled the gacha game because I realized like this is not healthy for my wallet. This needs to go.
Yeah, exactly. When you feel like it's too much, you delete them.
I reinstalled. I used to play the One Piece gacha back in the day. I did it pure free to play, and I
Mm-hmm.
installed it recently, like last year. And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that I was spending a lot of money on it, and I'm like, no, this needs to stop.
But it's great that when you notice these things on your own, and
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't become a addiction.
Mm-hmm.
The good way to do that is to watch your bank account.
Yeah. Look at your bank account, be depressed, and then like, yes, problem.
This needs to stop. I actually once almost stopped VTubing because of this. Like I looked into my bank account and that's because of VTubing, isn't it? But then I figured out I did not need to spend to do those to stream.
Yeah. Streaming is free. Well,
Yeah.
if you can pay rent and your internet bill. But yeah. um, what PC games do you like to play for the moment?
Um, like on stream, Little Witch in the Woods, Minecraft. I finally got it working on my
Mm-hmm.
while streaming, and Final Fantasy 14. I try not to play too much at once because
Burnout.
that burnout and it wouldn't be able I wouldn't be able to make much progress, I
Yeah.
guess. My mind brain is too small for a lot of things. I guess
What
I
would
need to think things through before doing them.
what would be the ultimate game from your favorite franchise? And with favorite franchise, I mean like book series, TV series, game series, anything.
I guess. Oh god, that's so.
That's a big question, I know.
I guess if it's from books or novels, that would be Witcher games. I mean, I know they exist, but I started by reading them,
Mm-hmm.
the novels, and I think of trying to play them. Then I guess I guess it's kind of embarrassing for me,
Mhm.
but I actually love Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet game.
Mhm. There's nothing
Uh,
wrong with
The,
that.
I mean, yeah, but like, how to say it? I do not like the anime or light novel of Sword Art Online.
Mhm.
I mean, sure, I kind of have a crush on Kirito. Kind of. That's the embarrassing part, I guess.
Mm.
I was a teenage girl that didn't watch the anime of most of them,
Mhm.
but read the fan fiction, and that's how I got crush on Kirito.
Ah,
But yeah,
okay.
Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. The difference between it and Apex is that it has third person view, and that's
Mm.
why it's easier for me,
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
guess.
Who's your favorite developer for the moment? I say for the moment because they're video game developers.
I actually have no idea.
Mm?
I did not really. I know it's a bad, how to say it, a bad habit, but when I try out music or games or books or novels, I do not look at those who created them.
Okay.
I guess in a way it's a good thing to not have some kind of prejudice, I guess.
Prejudice.
But yeah,
Words hard.
hard too much for me,
Mhm.
especially when I do not use them. But on the other hand, it's bad because it's hard to support them
Mm.
if I wanted to. I mean, I'm buying the games. Sometimes I donate things to for that game or that franchise,
Mhm.
but I cannot say the names of the game developments or artists or things like that.
It's okay.
So I cannot say who's my favorite right now.
Mm. Here's some streaming questions. Why do you stream?
Learn and to not be as social awkward.
That's
I
so
have
mood.
friends, I have family who I talk to, but how do I say? I do not talk as much as needed, as much as I want to. If there's a group or even a another person, I not try my best, but it's my uh, regular mode to listen. You
Mm.
know, like you listen them out, and you do not know uh, how to try to talk about yourself or about things in your life. I guess.
Mhm.
It's easier right now because there's just like questions and answers, but
Mhm.
that's not how it is in real life.
Yeah, I
And
get that too, but I just don't talk about my feelings, and then
yeah,
Sophie's like, please talk. I wanna help.
but then you just like sit in silence and think,
I'm just that anxious ball in the corner that's like, I don't want to bother you with it.
yeah. Or if someone asks, please talk about yourself, and you like spend a couple of minutes or 5 minutes just, really, I do not know what to talk, or what to say. I do not know. Like, ask questions for me and then I will answer.
What do you want to know about me?
Yeah,
Anything. I'm a professional idiot. There you go. Bug. Hi,
exactly.
hi, Sophie.
Bark.
Yeah.
That you do not need to ask your chat to work for you.
So Sophie's my girlfriend, and
Oh,
we bark at each other.
oh, that's so cute.
um.
And
mm,
why I started streaming. So yeah, I wanted to learn more things because at 21 years old I know too little,
mm.
and just to talk.
I still don't know everything, and I'm 25.
Exactly. But I mean, I did not want to like speedrun learning. I just want to explore and understand more.
Mm-mm. What skills did you develop through streaming?
Pardon?
What skills did you develop through
Oh,
streaming?
I guess the one thing I did most is audio editing. I'm not
Mhm.
professional, but I finally understand how to play around the software, I guess.
Hmm.
So that's one thing. I'm still trying to learn video editing, but that's so hard, way more harder.
Sophie has a question for you.
Yeah.
How are you so cute? That's a question.
Uh, 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 I do not know. I do not know. I I try to how to say it. For me, cuteness equals kindness, I
Mm,
guess. So for me, I guess.
mm,
So I try to be as kind as possible.
mm.
Oh God, that's such a serious answer.
I mean, it's a valid answer. Sophie wants to know your secrets of being
Be
cute.
be kind, no matter what. I mean, I feel like my image on streaming is wrong, as in I curse, I get angry at people for no reason sometimes, and on streams I just like, yeah, I'm kind, I'm a saint or something like that. I am waiting for a moment when I start cursing on stream, but it doesn't happen for some reason.
And it's more like when you're streaming, you're kind of holding your foot on the brakes so you don't go all out with like what you say.
Yeah.
That's maybe a thing because usually when I stream, I really want to let out my frustration and I'm like no.
And I did not know about you, but I kind of sort of speak four languages, and in four different languages, I act differently. And in English, I'm just like a nice person. In my native, I'm just like a boring person. In Russian, I like not a bad person, but like a person who curses and shows their emotions on max, I guess.
Mm,
So that means a lot of cursing, a lot of motions with my hands and things like
I
in
can get
Japanese, I'm like, ooh, girl.
whoa, whoa girl.
I mean, because in Japanese, you do not really see a lot of media that from streamers, I guess. Not from streamers, except for VTubing for streamers, if you watch them. But most media in Japanese, you watch like anime, and most of them like have those stereotypical images, like Uvo girl or like cool girl or ikemen or bishojo, and you just kind of imitate them, right?
Mm.
For me, that's from Japanese. Like,
What was your inspiration for streaming, or who?
I do not know actually. Um, I guess my first VTubers would be Kuzuha and Kanoya from Nijisanji. But I don't know. I don't say they're my inspiration. I mean, I respect them, I guess, as my first VTubing. Uh, uh,
Experience.
yeah, but I do not want to become like them, I guess. Not like they're. I don't know. They're different people for me. Like I said, they're from different worlds in my mind,
Mm.
I guess.
If given the chance to be a full-time streamer, would you?
Uh, Once I am more consistent with my scheduling, maybe. I mean, like I said, streaming as an indie, I mean, you understand, is quite not hard but complicated.
Because you do everything yourself and you don't have people to help you forward.
Yeah, and if it fails, you do not know what will happen in future, and I cannot let myself experience that.
Mm.
Like I cannot uh, let myself fail if I'm doing this because it will have consequences in my life. That's why this is my hobby for now. Maybe in like 3 years, if it's going to be okay.
Um, what tips have you heard or picked up on while streaming?
Like what words?
Tips. Usually the
Tips.
question.
Oh yeah.
Usually the question is, what tips would you give us to new streamers? But you're kind of a new streamer, so
I
let,
guess
let's do it the opposite way.
give away money as easily. If you're like, I don't know, if you're especially want to be VTuber, you should just get PNG, or if you are an artist, which I mean, artists do this thing mostly.
Mm-hmm.
They just create your own PNG,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess try to get your skills of, I guess, drawing or editing of some kind yourself, because first things first, it makes your budget uh, bigger for some things, and
Mm-hmm.
it actually is way more fun to have your own ideas and then those ideas realized yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean, my main is that don't throw away money as easily.
Yeah.
Because I remember how much I paid for my first model, and it was good, it was great, but I have not used for streaming even once.
Mm.
It was something along the lines of a step towards this brand for me. I talk about my channel as a brand, even though it's not a professional one. That's embarrassing. But yeah, I and do not try to speedrun this, because in the first place, having a lot of people on your first streams is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do not know what kind of audience you will get, and it's very easy to go with the flow, and then you will not be, how to say it, you will not like what kind of person you uh, become on streams. I saw a lot of people like saying I'm rebranding because this is not what I want to become.
I've noticed that in streaming, at the end of the day, people don't really mind what you play. Most people just join you for you because
Yeah.
they like you. I've noticed this. Um, I've played League this week on stream because I was like, you know what? Let's stream some League, and I've had people just comment for me. They didn't care about League. They just cared about me, and
I
that
mean,
was really nice.
that's the most nice part, but I guess it's because there are so many people streaming right now, and especially so many same games streaming at the same moment, that if you want to have a good time you need to find a person who you like watching and not the game that you like to watch,
Mm-hmm.
because with different streamer it will be different experience.
Mm-hmm. Like
Like, some are allowed, some are just not do not talk at all, and some are funny, some are just very how to say, professional gamers.
I started out as a mute streamer, by the way.
I will try muted stream, but I do not know what to do during.
The reason I was muted was because I was not happy with my own voice, and I didn't want to hear my voice or like show my voice to others, and I grew out of that phase. Now I'm here.
That's so nice. I mean, that's one of good things about VTubing. You can show yourself as you want to, how you feel at that moment, and then heal yourself, and then try again. I
I've
guess.
become a lot more social due to streaming, and a lot more like charismatic, to say it like that.
Yeah, I kind of, once I started streaming, I noticed you, and I kind of want to become like that. I'm mostly silent on social media, and if I do interact with other people, I do not know how to, I guess, connect after saying hi. So I'm mostly silent. I'm more of a lurking kind. But
Lurkers are MVPs though.
yeah, so um, mostly I just like look into people and just, I don't know. But I'm growing out of it. Like with this stream, I'm
Streaming
very
really
happy I'm
helps with
here.
social. Here's a question from Sophie.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration for your design?
Oh, I had this picture on my phone for a very long time, and I really liked the design, but I lost it now. And basically, for any artist, two of the artists that I commissioned for my first VTuber and this my current model, I gave that picture. And I know, I guess I don't know if you know this, but I read a lot of manhwa, as in Korean manga, especially the isekai kind of one. You know, I've reincarnated as a villainess or something like that. And most of the like very visually appealing ones have this kind of hairstyle, I guess. At the very least, the front part of the hair, hard words to pronounce. Anyway, and the other thing is that in the real life, I have, in real universe, I have long hair, and it's very messy, very messy.
I
Like,
know that one.
like I wake up, I brush my hair for half an hour because there are knots from the night, and then half a day passes and there are knots again. Like, how? Even
Nuts
if
are annoying. I like normal brushes just hurt me painfully. I need like special kind of brushes,
yeah,
or like
I
or
s-
like the you know like the combs that males use, those flat ones.
yeah,
Those work better than the normal brushes.
yeah. That it helps me brush the knots away. But sometimes I'm thinking of going to professionals to brush it out. But I mean, going every day would be so, yeah, too much money.
It is.
And the worst part is that I like long hair on myself, on my model, and on others, no matter male or female or non-binary. Long hair is nice, but the maintenance for it is so.
I love my long hair.
Yeah, exactly. From time, well, I mean, I do cut it once a month, like a couple centimeters, but it's just for healthy ends. And
People keep telling me my hair is beautiful, and I'm just like, it's flat
yeah,
as fuck. What the hell you mean?
the only time it's it's when about a day from, uh, I forgot the word, from cleaning it. Like,
And then there's also like that once in a blue moon moment where it's like very curly and like how you
yeah,
want it, and it's like yes.
yes. Most of the time, I look like, you know, those 80 high hairstyles, those puffy ones. I wake up with those.
My hair is all over the place.
Yeah.
For some reason,
And,
Sophie really likes to comb my hair.
I mean, it's therapeutic.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
I very like, you know, we do not go to professional hairstylist. One reason is because well, we do not have one in our little town, and the second is because my mama was a hairstylist at one point. So we kind of do not need to. But what I like to do is cut the hair of my mama. She has this superstition that if you cut your own hair, it will like shorten your life or something like that. And she always asks me to do it. At first I was nervous, but now I'm just like, when do you need to cut it? When do you need to cut it? So yeah, I guess I have a skill of hairstylist, like a novice one.
Here's some for fun questions.
Yeah,
You get 1 million of your currency. What do you do with it?
I guess finish renovating our house. Finish renovating our house.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, in our country, I don't know if it's the same in other ones, but once you start renovating your house, it's like a lifetime's job. Like a couple of yeah, most because of money, but because of the time as well. You do not have that much free time, especially if you do it yourself. Like, you do not buy the services of builders and things like that, designers, and it just takes a couple of generations to finish it. So if I had 1 million, I would finish the house. No, for the calm of your mind. Once you finish this kind of job, you can look
Relax.
into the future and do things you like. I
Um,
mean, it's a house that will be passed down my family, so
yeah, family house.
yeah.
Um,
But then I would not be able to use all of the currency in one go for the
yeah.
house. I guess, I don't know, have a debut as a streamer? Like, professional one.
Hmm.
Oh,
What's your
or just write a original song.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Like uh, those debut, especially from Niji Sanji. I always want to see Niji. Yeah, I want to have some kind of song like that.
Oh. Um, talking about songs, what's your favorite song? Or one of your favorites?
I listen mostly to J-pop or any song or Vocaloid ones.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be from anime Searching for Full Moon.
Mm-hmm.
It's New Future titled. It's a very old anime and a very old song, but the story is pretty good, and the song just, I don't know, bring me comfort.
I can get
Like,
that. Sometimes when sometimes I have like this feeling. I just want to watch the openings of One Piece, and on
yeah,
some of them, I'm just like my eyes just start tearing because like good memories of the show. Because the show
especially,
just does a really good job of like making you feel like you're part of the story.
yeah. I don't know if it's the same to you, but uh, once I watch the new trailers for the movie, I just cry of One Piece. I mean,
I
I
want to
can't.
see the new one. I hope it's not a French dub only because the last movie only came in French dub in my
Yeah,
country. And it had one screening, so like I'm like, please do an English sub.
I mean, we do not. The anime popularity wave is just coming into my country, so the only movie we had in theaters was the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero one.
Oh,
That's the only anime movie we had in the entire history.
I'm
And it just got,
surprised.
yeah, and it was, of course, in English dub.
Hmm.
And of course, we went to their. We have anime cons, but we did not have
Big
dubbed
ones.
movies, and especially not like selling in Blu-ray or DVD.
I'm
So
surprised it was Jujutsu Kaisen, even though like last summer the anime movie that was in was the Broly movie from Dragon Ball.
I guess. I mean,
From what I've heard, it's a really good, really popular movie. I don't watch Dragon Ball; it's on my pickup list. But how do you pick up Dragon Ball? That's the
yeah.
problem.
I guess it's the same with One Piece. It was about 6 years ago. Whenever I watch anime, I just scroll past it and just one day, I need to try it out. I do not know if I like it because at first the covers of One Piece looked very, I don't know, not cartoonish, but very strange, I guess, for
It's a
me.
very unique art style that
Yeah,
Jaden has.
and as a visual watcher, as in, for me, the voice acting, the visuals should be on the same level,
Hmm.
as in very high. Because if there's something lacking, I just lose the interest, I suppose.
There's like some combat scenes like I remember in like where the anime is now. There was
Mhm.
this one action scene that was really well animated, and people loved it and praised it for how well it was animated.
Yeah, I remember that. And I just tried that One Piece out, and it, even with strange animation, it was interesting. It was fun. So I guess it's the same for Dragon Ball Z. I just need to try it out
The
to
problem
see.
the problem with Dragon Ball I have, it's a series that's been there from the 80s, and it's like it has multiple series, and it's like, how do I start this? Where do I start?
I just sometimes when I'm confused with series, some franchise like order, I just write in Google the chronological order.
My
The
friends
best.
my friends told me if I ever start Dragon Ball, I should watch Kai because it does the beginning up until Cell, the character Cell, and then they told me you should watch the original version of Cell, and I'm like,
Mm,
okay. So I have a starting point at least.
yeah. But there's a lot of things you need to try it out before judging it.
Right now, I'm going through Cowboy Bebop and Paripi Kongming on the side. I
I
love it.
actually never seen both of those series, but I'm kind of interested in
Um,
Cowboy Bebop. I forgot if that's the right name.
yeah, that's.
But okay.
I'm watching it in dub because there's people. I'm a slut for good dubs.
Yeah, the same. I the recent dub that I loved was Sasaki Tomiyano. Of course, it's a BL anime, but the voice acting in English is very good. Like I actually love it more than Japanese voice acting.
I think you'll like Paripi Kongming
Mm-hmm.
because it's basically an anime, a reverse isekai kind of,
Mm-hmm.
where Zhu Liang gets transported to like modern day Japan and
Oh,
helps an aspiring singer uh,
oh,
fulfill her
I
dream.
remember that.
Yeah,
It's where that dance is interesting. You know, where the blonde girl dances in.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know that. Not watch it, but
It's
it
really fun
looked
anime.
interesting.
It's
I
really
watched clips of them singing. Yeah,
the songs are really good.
yeah,
I'm not much for modern pop, but it's really good.
same. I guess it just needs to be some kind of certain aesthetic for me to listen to
Hmm.
modern pop like that.
It needs to like make my ears like happy
Yeah,
because like I've heard a lot of modern music and I'm just like, no.
and the worst part is that they're practically the same for me.
Mm.
The newer songs, like, sure, the lyrics could be different and maybe the melody in some parts different, but they're the same. Just, yeah.
I'm a fan of like older generation music, music
Yeah,
that
the
came out
same.
before my time. Like one of my favorite songs is unironically the Rick Ashley song.
Hmm.
Um, then um, me and my colleague sometimes just sing the lyrics at work of I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, that is a very good song.
Like
No,
we're just working and then suddenly one of us is like, tell me why.
yeah. I mean, in the first place, for me, I like older generation songs. It's because with most other things in my country, it's because we were in Soviet Union we before 90s.
Hmm.
It's that's why we're very slow in regards to culture and technology. Now it's a little bit better. It's way better, but when I was growing up, we didn't really have a lot of technology or things to catch up with the cultural. So the only thing we knew is our parents' favorite songs, music, like the discotheques we went into, like always lived in a very small towns,
Mm-hmm.
not in the cities, and actually like that. But there was once a week in a culture house that we called it a
Mm-hmm.
discotheque. So like a youth would go like chat with people, dance to the songs.
I
And when I say dance, it would be dance, like not just uh, standing near the wall. Like that was some crazy moves in there.
I went to last November. I went to one of my friends' studies. I went to visit him in his country, Lithuania,
Yeah,
and
that's my country.
hey,
That's
it,
my country.
it's it's like it's like very strange how things change so quickly. Like
Yeah.
I've been to Siluai, where Tadas lives,
Yeah.
and it's just like you come at the station. It's like normal, like old-looking town, and
Yeah.
then we went backward. Then we went to his house, but the more you went to like his place, the more apartments
Hmm.
you saw, and like suddenly it was like just a sea of apartments, buildings.
I mean,
And
in the first place, uh, especially in the cities, even in Soviet Union, there were a lot of apartments, like
mm-hmm,
a lot of apartments. The first house, not house I lived, was apartment with my family, and it was like I don't know. I didn't live in Soviet Union, but there were a lot of keepsakes, I guess.
mm-hmm,
In a better words, I do not know how to say it. But my mama, uh, at that time, was working as a teacher, and a position like a teacher was a very, how to say it, not social but very national job, I guess,
mm-hmm,
where they give benefits to this kind of job position, like a apartment.
mm-hmm,
So we had that apartment because my mama was a teacher,
mm-hmm,
and a lot of people that had an apartment was because they had some kind of job that helped the community, like teacher, I guess police, uh, firefighter. I don't know if it's the truth, but that's how I understand it.
mm.
But
I
now that we, yeah,
I also really felt I told this to Tadas, and I'm like, I really feel like I went back in time. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah.
yeah, like I said, or now in from I guess 2016, we had a very rapid growth in technology in a Western world, I guess. Like the as like I don't know how to say it, but before that, it was a very slow crawl out of um, being behind other countries.
I think
Like
that's the best way how to introduce like newer tech into countries,
yeah,
because I've had like talks about like North Korea, right? Because it's a closed off country. It's very
mm-hmm.
backwards, like very back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And the theory is like if you break down the walls, everything will
Mm-hmm.
flood in, and there will just be chaos.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
doing it slow is probably the best way to introduce stuff to a country.
or now are like I don't know how to say it, but the there is discrimination, I guess, against other kinds of people like LGBTQ, like different people of color. And although it's not big because the newer generation is very adaptive and we
Mm-hmm.
live on social media, so we're good. But if we had the rapid growth of people coming out, of people getting new ideas, of people coming from other countries to our country about, I don't know, 15 years ago, as like now,
Mm-hmm.
it would be so much worse. Like, I would scared to think of what would happen because even I will not, I mean, I'm embarrassed by it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of get into arguments with my parents about it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they are not very good with people different from them.
Mm. It's
I just got yeah, that's embarrassing for me, of
That's
course.
fine.
But of course, I love them. I accept them just like they accept me. Because recently, I have not told my papa, but I told my mama that I'm bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there, like I told my mama, there might be possibility that I might bring in a girlfriend and not a boyfriend. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like we love each other in our
Mm-hmm.
family, and I do not want something like that to will not make them uncomfortable, but for them to like, not hate me, but you know.
Yeah, it's
So I
scary.
just yes, I just told her right in the face that it's please accept me. Like I love my family,
Mm-hmm.
and just because of that, I mean, yeah,
That was me with my parents.
yeah.
So I've been wanting. I wanted to talk to my parents about me being trans. Um, and it was very hard, and I didn't know how to do it. And when Sophie came over to visit, Sophie was like, "You need to tell them. You
Mm-hmm.
need to come out. You need to tell them. We're inviting them for dinner, and then you'll tell them." And I told them at the table. I was sitting next to Sophie. I was like squeezing her hand because like I was scared, and they accepted it.
I mean, it's very hard because you love um, your family to tell them, especially when you know they have different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because you love them that you want to tell them, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how it's scary.
And I mean, I think it also spoke out for itself that I'm also bisexual since
Mm.
Sophie is also a trans woman. So,
I mean, yeah, if I told my parents that, I guess it would be different kind of situation than just having different sexuality. My country didn't still hasn't come to terms with transitioning.
I
So
think
yeah.
I think I'm not bi, but more pan. Pan is like more that
Mm-hmm.
you're into someone's personality over their gender, and I think it's more that for me.
I mean, technically, I call myself bisexual because
Same, because it's easier to understand.
yeah, and technically, I do not care what you are. Like,
I do
not
not
on the
care.
level of, not on the level of, I guess, I do not care if you're an animal or if you're a tree, I guess.
Yeah.
But more on, I do not care what kind of person you are. Like,
Mhm.
if we vibe, we vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to go through life than just um, putting
Worrying about the little
yourself
things.
in some kind of one path of life. For me, I guess that's how I see it. Like, I have a very hard time to communicate with the people I have in my life.
Mhm.
So if I make the make the how to say it, my, I guess, significant other in just one type, like I will not have a love in my life entire life.
Mhm.
I just joke like that. And now I have a opinion of having double the chances of
Yeah.
getting love.
Usually I make the joke, because I'm both trans and bi. I'd
Yeah.
usually make the joke that I'm double gay.
I mean, only by joking can you, I guess. It helps me and just make other people understand.
Mm.
Because, like, I don't know, from 16 years old, I thought, maybe I should just be unapologetically me. As in, yeah, I will look at the situation I'm in and maybe not say things that will make it bad. But if the situation is normal, if you can just talk whatever, or maybe that other person is a stranger and it doesn't have any meaning in your life, then just, I guess, you should talk about yourself the way you are, then just put up some kind of image. Of course, it's scary, but otherwise, my life would be depressing.
Mhm. Sometimes I feel like when I'm done to just go to a random Discord server, pick up a
Mhm.
random person and be like, hey, I want to let out my feelings. Can I? That's
Yeah,
something that I've
that's.
been thinking of. Like, I've never done it because I'm too scared to do that. But yeah, That thought's been there of just talking to a stranger about your feelings.
You just need to find a complete stranger that wants it. One of the reasons why I accepted the truth that I just need to be me from 16 years old, it's because I started to, how to say it, talk very seriously about myself and my feelings to others. Like, as in, I do not know if you want to hear that. Well, at first with people I hold dear, like my family, my friends, but I'm like this. I want you to know that I'm like this. I'm no one else, but this is my sexuality, this is my thoughts. Yes, I'm depressed. Yes, I have social anxiety, but it's because of that I want you to understand me. And in exchange, I want you to understand me. I mean, no. In exchange, I want to understand you. That's. But yeah, talking about yourself, even no matter who the person is, it's the best option because it could lead you to a lot of lies, a lot of miscommunications, and that's the worst you can get in any type of relationship. Talking from experience.
Next question.
Yes.
Who's your favorite fictional protagonist? Good guy. Marie Duval.
A good guy, as in hero, right?
Yeah.
I do not know. You see, my type is misunderstood villain.
Oh no. We'll get to the bad guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I understand that, but like, I do not think I have one. Wait a second. I might need to Google this.
Who's my favorite protagonist?
I guess if it's, very basic from what I've told you, is Kirito from Sword Art Online.
It's alright.
It's like very basic, very sometimes misunderstood protagonist, but I like him. I guess if we're talking about good guys, he would be my number one on the list. Or no, I guess it would be. I know I forgot their name, but Yana from Red Dawn. I forgot. It's very shoujo anime, but her name is Yana. I forgot the anime. She's like a very naive princess of the country that's been overthrown. So she is running from the current leadership, and she not collects but meets up with those mythical people who have like dragon powers with her group, and she wants to find out the truth why her father was killed, why her life went bad, I guess. And she was naive at first, but then she, while traveling, grew up, and I guess her story was, and she is my favorite good guy character.
Who's your favorite fictional antagonist? Evildoer. Bad guy that isn't the bad guy.
Let me think. There's a list. Okay, let me think a little second. You can see how my life was problematic from the fact that I have a lot of villain crushes and not an end.
I get that. I always gravitated to the villains. Like I remember.
It's like I want to fix them.
I remember Lazy Town with Robbie Rotten.
Oh yeah.
It's like yes,
I remember
he's amazing. I was like yes, do nothing all day. That's my.
That's another cringe thing about me. You remember Twilight?
Yeah.
And I guess it would be Volturi's. I forgot the name not Arto. I forgot. Wait a second. I forgot the name, but I kind of liked him.
I
Do-
didn't really watch Twilight. I wasn't really into
I
the craze.
I mean, for me, the vampires looked creepy,
Mm-hmm.
no matter who they are. But from the character's perspective, and if they are kind of antagonists of the story, it will be Arrow from Twilight.
Mm.
I
Go.
still kind of read. I still kind of read fan fiction of Twilight.
That's alright though.
I mean, only as I grew up, I understand that the story was quite good. It's just that the
Distracted by boys.
conclusion, yeah, and in my opinion, the sequels was necessary. Like, just no. The last books were just like, it. I would be better if I didn't know they existed.
Mm. What's your favorite anime?
Oh. I guess it would be Detective Conan.
Mm.
Like, it just brings me comfort, strangely enough. And I don't know, I like the filler episodes. Like, there are a lot of them in anime.
Mm-hmm.
And although I would like to know the conclusion of the story, I like those simple, even if they repeat themselves. I like that monotony of comfort, and that's filler story.
Mm.
Like, take your time, just watch this. Like, there's no hurrying. You can get to know our characters more, like, and maybe know interesting facts about murder.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad, but yeah, that's why it's my favorite.
What's your favorite TV show, cartoon, or you know what I
Uh,
mean? Netflix show.
Psych. It would be Psych. I don't know if you know. It's from, I think. Wait a second. I forgot from which. Okay, let's see. It's TV series from 2006 to 2014 with new movies coming out. It's very, how to say it, it has a lot of pop culture references and a lot of comedy. It's, of course, a detective show, like always. That's one of my favorite genre. But it's about a guy who is very, I guess, has extreme case of ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, he's very attentive, especially with the cop parent. He's like, can solve a lot of things, can see the smallest details, and because of that, he's very good at solving cases. And with his friends, he gets this detective agency, but he pretends to be a psychic. Like, oh yeah, I feel this energy, like it's because there's a ghost here or something like that. But he only pretends, and it's very funny. It's very comforting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I missed a lot of pop culture in my childhood, in my teenage years, and that show helps me to see what kind was in 2006 and 2014.
Mm-hmm.
I have been rewatching it for about 8 times now. The
You
whole
really like it.
Yeah, like the whole 8 seasons and 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I might do that again soon. Love it.
What's your favorite movie?
I forgot the name again. It's a anime movie. I think it was excuse me. Помыть, ну. Yes. 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 Okay. That was my mama. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. It's
I wasn't
okay.
able to. So yeah, you heard me talking Lithuanian at least.
I've heard Lithuanian before.
Yeah, and this that's actually very fun for me, I guess, to know that other people have heard my native language because on streaming I'm not like embarrassed or shy to talk in Lithuanian, but it's very hard to incorporate it in streamings,
Hmm.
English streaming.
My friend Taris also streams in English.
Um, I'm trying to incorporate my native language. Like, for example, if someone follows me or I guess donates me, I say thank you in Lithuanian, which sounds like a sneeze. So like every time I say ačiū, it's like, why are you sneezing? Why are you saying you're sneezing? So, but it's very hard. Sometimes I try to say like some kind of phrases in Lithuanian. Oh yeah, the question was, what's your favorite movie? Yeah,
Yep.
wait. It was Studio Ghibli, I guess.
Mm.
Wait a second.
My Neighbor Totoro, or
No.
is it the other one?
No. It's very sad with a sad conclusion.
Isn't it Spirited Away then?
No.
No?
It's like a little girl finds a spirit in the forest and she grows up with him
Mm-hmm.
and he cannot touch her, a human being, because he will disappear and oh, that's spoilers, sorry.
Uh,
Something with the fireflies.
mm. 2 million fireflies.
Something about fireflies story forest. Oh, To the Forest of Firefly Lights. It's 2011 movie by Studio Ghibli.
Mm.
It's very sad. I always cry, but it's I guess most of my favorite things are comfort things for me.
Mm. Dog
Oh
knows
yeah.
what you are talking about. Okay,
I know
thanks.
which one you're. Oh, it's the To the Forest of Firefly Lights. I just googled it.
Google to the rescue.
It's my helper every day.
Yeah, usually when I have to search something up at work, I tell the customer like, um, I'm gonna take my best friend down. Then I take out my phone and it's funny. Um, what countries do you want to visit, and why is it Japan?
The culture, I guess, and the sights. Like I said, my country's pretty, but it's a whole different world from like Japan or Netherlands. That's another country I want to visit.
Oh, my north neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, in the first place, I just want to explore the northern European side. Uh, It's like, I guess, I like the nature mostly.
Something funny, right? I live next to the Netherlands, and the countries I visited are England, France, Lithuania. Um, I've also been to New York.
Oh,
I've also been to Portugal, and I've also been to Sophie's country.
that's
I'm not
a
saying
lot.
Sophie's country because I
Yeah,
don't want to dox it.
it's okay. Anyway, I actually have never visited outside of my country in my entire life. And I mean, next month I will be going to Britain, but for the first time in my life.
Even though I've been to New York, right? I think Sophie's country is the most beautiful I've been to.
Oh,
I told Sophie like your country's.
there's no. Yeah. Okay. I just got announced that I will need to and I think 1:30, if that's okay with you.
Okay. We won't be doing
Okay.
that long. The game won't take
Okay.
We'll probably do the game for like an hour, not even an hour.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
No problem.
And so,
But the questions are almost done. Don't worry.
okay.
Like so what I was saying, I told Sophie like your country's beautiful. Do you know that? She's like, you think? And I'm like, hun, there are palm trees in your street.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's really funny.
I mean, I guess if someone said, "Oh, your country is beautiful," I would just like, "Huh, I guess so."
You're used to
Yeah,
it, but like to
yeah.
other people, it's like something new. But to be fair, in Sophie's country, the most
Mhm.
beautiful things there are her and Julie.
What?
That the most beautiful thing in Sophie's country is her and Julie, my two
Ah,
girlfriends.
oh, that's so cute.
Um, here's the second to last question.
Yes.
What dishes would you like to try?
I have no idea. I I do not have a specific food dish that I would like to try out, but I'm always interested in other people comfort food.
Mm.
Like it's very interesting to hear the stories of what's someone's comfort food would be like, and from their stories I just have this craving of it,
For me,
I guess.
that's self-made noodles. Like I love making self-made ramen, and I'm just addicted to it.
Yeah, they're, especially if you try out new ones.
Like it's so simple. It's like only one step. Throw the stuff you want with your ramen in your pot. That's it.
I always like, I don't know if it's strange, but I always put on the cheese on top of my noodle soup.
That you can do whatever you want with it with
Yeah.
noodles, and that's
One
like
time I had cheese and pickles on top. That's so tasty. It was so tasty.
Sophie loves pickles.
Oh,
You're
oh,
I'm
pickles
like
are the best.
I'm like I don't eat pickles, and she's like nom nom nom.
All my life, if we had homemade pickles, so they are tastiest.
Then my last question is: do you have any questions for me?
That's the worst question of them all. I have no idea what to ask when people ask me that. Um, 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 wait a second. I guess how did this series started? Like interview and hanging out with others. Like how did this idea came up?
Wait, the momsters idea.
Yeah.
Um, so for the longest time, I've been wanting to do like some sort of talk show or whatever on my stream,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been trying to figure out how am I gonna be different from the other people. What's gonna make my show like unique?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what if I add just my own twist to it? Just put up a list of questions, but just go ham with them, and then just play a game. Doesn't matter what, just gaming.
Mm. I mean, this is a very comforting, I guess, show.
Hmm. It's supposed to be comforting.
I always watch like those interviews, but it felt too formal for me. I don't know how to describe them.
I just go ham. I just be comfortable with my guests and then just be like, hey, let's have fun.
And the best thing about this format is even if you stray from the question, it's not that bad.
Yeah. I remember talking with Rally, and we just went ham for 3 hours. We just were talking and talking. I loved that. And then afterwards we were playing some, what's it called again? Payday 2.
Is the horror game?
No, Payday 2 is a heist game. Basically, you're
Ah,
criminals and you're robbing banks and stuff.
it sounds actually interesting.
We called it Be Gay, Do Crime.
I mean, it's the truth. But I mean, isn't it intensive kind of game? Like
It was very
time.
intensive. But it was also very late, and we were just having fun. I loved it.
Uh, that's nice.
Here's a question that I have for you. The final question: are you good at solving crimes?
No. I mean, I watch solving crimes, listen to the podcast, watch the shows about it, but
Well, how would you feel being an attorney?
sounds very intense.
Okay, I'm gonna start it up. We're gonna be playing
Okay.
Phoenix Wright. So we're gonna be solving crime live from the courtroom.
Ooh.
There we go. He's turning. Let's do the first game because that's gonna be the easiest to deal with.
Because I have never played this game or watched
I've
the
only
franchise.
I've only seen the game. You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Let's play. I think this is the this is the tutorial level.
Great, because I need it.
I think we just have to, if we just do this one and then would be the fastest, because I know these can go on for like a long time, and the ones after aren't bad.
Especially if it's visual novel, you just kind of go till the end if it's possible.
I should actually do this. Wait, let me flip you around. Transform. Flip horizontally. There. Everything done live on stream.
That's the only way possible.
Yeah. I don't know if we will talk or not, but I'm bad at like reading out loud for the crowd.
Will we read everything?
Do you want to read
just, like,
everything? I think it'd be
I
more comfy.
do not know. Oh, then I guess we shouldn't read it.
I mean, if you want, we can try.
No. I mean, I'm just very used to reading everything on screen when it's streaming, but
Then we do that.
that's like,
I'll do.
I guess will take a lot of time.
I'll do Phoenix. Oh, hiya, Chief. You wanna do Mia?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh no. Am I disconnecting?
No. Are you still here? Test. Wait. Wrong order. Hello? Hello. Back. I don't know if Rain is still here. Test.
I'm just going to wait.
Test. Let me quickly disconnect it. Hello? Hello? Do this. I don't know if you can hear me. Hello? Discord is bullying me. Not only me, but Rain too. Don't tell me we lost it at the important gate part. Oh, she's gonna reconnect. Give it a bit. Hello? 1-1?
Oh yeah, I can hear now.
1-1. Okay.
No.
We missed it now.
I can.
Are you gonna voice Mia?
I don't know. I cannot see the screen of the game.
You can't.
I just got disconnected from Discord.
It's not letting me. There. Okay. Can you see it now?
No,
No?
no.
No? Wait, how can you not see? What?
I just see your icon.
Wait. Let me
I can try watching it through the stream, but it will have a delay, I guess.
I tried streaming again. Don't know if it works now. For you?
Wait a second. Yes, it does. I
Okay.
can see. Oh, thank God.
You wanna do Mia or?
I guess we can. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right out the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
I know.
It's your turn. Wait. Bye bye. Hello? Are you still there? My guest has disappeared. Back. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to cry. This is not going well. Via the game part.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I heard you.
Oh no. Only at the game part. Why? Maybe we shouldn't read it because if I get disconnected, it will just take time.
Ages. I'll read it then.
Okay.
You're my prime detective. I'm just there. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. That despair. Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you.
Okay.
My name is Phoenix Lane. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone he's a good guy, huh? Then, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Anime protagonist be like. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will dedicate the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Well, the defendant, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. It's Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're not? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name's listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it on any time. But Cindy.
Oh, Cindy.
Yeah. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. When your teacher's like, damn. Thank you, Mio. Wait. That's Cinderblock.
Cinderblock. Cindy.
The victim's name's Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of her death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no more reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Oh.
Imagine this in a real courtroom, like, I do not trust you. Answer these questions. Thank you, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told me, as the victim was struck with a blunt object, would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Tinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. Use tab to check on the records frequently. A statue.
Sorry, I've been silent. It's because I've been disconnecting.
It's alright, don't worry about it. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you in your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Letty gets excited easily. This
We'll
could
see.
be bad. I love how he's just standing there. Mr. Byrne, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Wait, what? Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, can you describe what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Bunce, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mind in all the wrong directions. Should I? Should we stop him from answering? Oh, wait. Lane's gone. My guest is gone. Hi. Welcome back.
Hi. Oh, this is so sad.
It's alright. I looked right to ask you what should we answer. And I'm like, wait. It's alright though. Even dog pet gives you a head pet.
Oh, thank you.
So should we let our client let him answer, or read or stop him?
I don't know what the story was, but I guess stop him because he's sweating.
My client has no idea if the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating sheet.
Oh god, no.
Die, I'm just gonna throw the gun. Yeah, when... Wait, it's going too fast. No. Let's continue.
Yeah, he's guilty.
No, the thing is, he's not guilty.
I mean, if it was a real court, just from those words, he would be sentenced guilty.
Yeah, but this is anime.
Thankfully enough.
Yeah. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment to the day on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did.
Why is this so stupid?
Uh-oh, he ran. What do I do?
Have you met? Yeah.
I'll know, I sent him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Or the... Well, Mr. Bugs? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see it. Why was his voice so high?
I thought it was a woman.
Same. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who was proof Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is banned. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper to all the victims' building. Please bring Mr. Frank Salwit to the stand. Mr. Salwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Salwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw that day of the murder. Witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought it must be the hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. I qualied in the fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. I think 1 p.m. is an important clue. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mrs. Sard used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursuit. Now, Mr. Ryan. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. Your real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then what the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court records and the witness testimony. Once you found the contradicting evidence, present and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record and tab and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Where is... Wait a second. Time of death 4 and 5 p.m. Didn't he say he found it at 1 p.m.? Name? Hello? Hello? Bark bark. 1-1. There seem to be technical difficulties. Ba-bam. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, the mic quality can be bad, but I joined through my phone.
It works. Can you see the stream screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, then the testimony, the man said he found the body at 1 p.m. Right?
Yes.
But I found on the autopsy report that the time of that was between 4 and 5 p.m. So
He's lying?
I think we have to present them then, right?
Yeah. He's lying.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find it hard to believe. The statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy wrote that the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
How can you forget something like that?
After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowen, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, was it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You see, you heard the voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Ryan, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Let me check. Aha! They said there was a blackout, and the man said there was something on the TV. But how can there be something on the TV when the power was out?
Just explain.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or the video. Yeah, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony. Even the judge is losing his patience with this man.
seriously.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Then, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock finding the body. Very well, Mr. Soren. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Here we go again. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer must have used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Clearly. But you did say that the murder weapon was a clock. But the murder weapon was a statue, though.
I mean, if it broke during the murder, then sure, why not? But if it's set correctly, then the time shouldn't.
Yeah, but
The murder.
from what we know, this murder weapon is a statue, and he's saying it's a clock. So.
But he said that it's murder weapon?
Yeah, he said the murdered weapon was a clock, and that's why he saw it.
And he's lying.
Yeah. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Soren. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's the clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. The witness stated this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time at that. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Vine, it appears that the witness' testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? No. I guess not. There was a clock on the scene, so no problem. Right, are you out of your mind? The clock doesn't look like a clock at all. The witness couldn't have possibly known it was a clock by just seeing it. He said it himself. He never entered the apartment. It was in his testimony. Hey, you're right. Something the matter? Does the defense have anything to add? Yes, I do. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. The witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in. I'll do better than that. I prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the call. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Knight. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Soren, the sound must have left quite the impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you had this victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the fact. This voice keeps reminding me of a voice, of a woman. Yes, it reminds me of a voice. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock, I heard... No, I saw... Yeah. String is awake. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court. Your Honor, a moment, please. Isn't there a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims? Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here, in this courtroom. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen carefully.
Shouldn't we like batteries?
I think it's 8:25.
Oh,
He is a thinker after all. So, you've heard the clock. What's your conclusions, Mr. Lane? Mr. Payne, can you tell me the time it is? It's 11:25. Yeah. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely this discrepancy between what Mr. Sard heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sard, try to talk your way out of this one. Yeah. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How did you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day on the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. That's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Ryan, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Salt. Come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You liars are all slain. Hmm?
he threw the wig. Why?
Yeah, he threw it. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry.
Yeah,
I failed you. Not so fast, Mrs. Sawyer. Yeah, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Brian. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But what doesn't mean you can still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste dodging things. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, can you think of a reason why the clocks could be 3 hours slow?
Because
Paris.
Because it got how to say the impact broke.
It might also be because she came
Oh,
from another country.
She had the clock with herself.
That might be it, because she could have taken it along because she really likes Larry, and
Oh,
maybe
that could
Larry
be.
made that clock. I think.
Or bought it from Paris.
Yeah. Maybe I can prove. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find out. Let's have it happen. Well, Mr. Knight, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the courtroom that proved my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see if you can pull this one off. Let's see the evidence.
Take that!
The victim has just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As you all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it was 4 p.m. here, it was 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sard? Or should I say, Mr. Didn't? That's a clever one.
Oh god.
Order. I think we found the guy. Well,
I think so.
Mr. Payne, your witness. Hey, fucking yes. I'm sorry, I'm too quiet. I've been laying backwards while talking. He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Ryan. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen somebody complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the courts find the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, the court is adjourned. We did it.
Yeah.
It
I'm
turns
just
out-
watching, but it's so interesting.
It's so interesting, yeah. It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the houses. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and hit her over the head. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial and such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. She's gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Hey, thanks, I owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner movie? My turn? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey,
That was fast.
I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
Who would want this?
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Oh, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. Oh, I'm not sympathizing really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The clock! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just a chump for her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make out of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. We didn't. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. You never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of that, what you believe in. Never. Well, I think of our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast on innocent buds. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Oh no.
I might promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. It would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
What? That's ominous.
Because you died.
But is his name Larry or Harry?
Larry.
Okay.
Let's save it.
I'm sorry, I don't think I will be able to stay until the end.
Oh, no. I'll end it here.
Oh, thanks.
I was,
Sorry.
No. I was like, we'll do one trial and then we end it.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me. And actually, I might start the game myself. It's actually very interesting.
It's very interesting for what I know. But let's give the love to Penta.
Huh?
She is pretty how do you say it? Unique.
Regular? Unique?
She's a good friend of mine, but her style is the opposite of wholesome, let's say it like that.
Okay.
But they're cool. Yeah, thank you for coming. You were a lovely
Thank you
guest.
for inviting me. And thank you for being patient with me and technology.
Don't worry about it.
Hope
I'll
we
send-
have more collaborations.
Yeah, same. I'll send
Maybe
you
next time.
after the video's uploaded. I'll send it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Nope.
Maybe I'll try to make a collaboration on my channel, if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to think of something interesting.
I mean, it will be interesting.
Okay, thank you again.
No problem.
Very much so.
Let's trade into
And-
Penta. Wait. Let's not forget to do the raid message. I need to make a command for raid. There we go. Copy this. And we'll be raiding. Oh, I
Okay.
got an ad. Let's wait until this ad is over before raiding. This ad made me realize I still have to watch Kenobi.
Konami?
Kenobi, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, let's do
That
it.
would be a stupid question, but what is that?
It's a Star Wars series.
Oh,
Yeah.